This is a game scoring system I've written, and it works along with my scoreboard, and also with it uses the AWS platform, the metaverse messaging uh, architecture. It's a different connection point than the generic messaging one, but it uses the same approach. And basically, what it is it's a scoreboard that if we go look at you can put game name of a person in the game, their score date, and the score. So that's all it saves. But what's going to happen here is it gets the data, you update it from Sansar, and then you get the results. You ask the database what the current results are. So if I walk in here to start with, it goes and gets the current results. And there's our current score. Now, this could be done with all kinds of games. I'm going to be using it for my games, including Family Feud and Wheel of Fortune, and a number of other ones I want to write. I've got here instead kind of it's not really a game, but each of these buttons has a person's name, and then it also has a score associated with the button. So those are things that I configured. So if I click James Bond, what will happen is it'll send the James Bond and a score to my application in Sansar that goes ahead and updates the database inside of AWS. And then it also runs in and says, get the current results and of all the names and game scores. And so since it's got 3 now, if I click this, it'll allow a 4th, so it'll bring back 4 of them. And it brings them back in descending order of score. So James Bond, if I click James was only worth 10 points. So you see that he showed up at the bottom. But if I click different people here, I've got different people. I just configured these. I've got Jimmy Valentine, the Mouth of the South. If you know who that is, I'll be amazed. A professional wrestler, promoter. Yeah, here's Jimmy Valentine. And see, Jimmy Valentine had a score of 900, so the Mouth of the South shot up to the top. So it brings back whatever the current score is, in descending order. So as you can see there, it loaded it to the database. So if I come back in, if I went away and came back in and came into the stand here, it will go to the database and find these 5 entries. So that's the persistence between games. It's got a lot of features. It's a generic scoreboard and scoring system. So it's got the ability to, for example, this one I've got set up to get all the instances. So if I hit James Bond again, 2 James Bond entries will go in. I've also got an option to set it to say, hey, you only are allowed to have one name in here. So I could have, if I'd have clicked that, it would have just done that. So you can see, you can go ahead and, it depends what the game requirements are. And that's it. And I'm going to be done with this for a while because it's really the guts of things. I just need to integrate it into different games. You could use it for voting if you wanted to, although that's really something that Ari said she's going to go ahead and work on. It's a really good for me to have this done, to be able to this will allow me, using this as a template, to make externally stored data available to Sansar for all kinds of things: games, music, jukeboxes, whatever. So I'll be moving on to other things, and you'll only see this again as it's incorporated into actual games.